Hey there, gang. Time for another grading video. We're working on some Golden Age comic books that we're grading for sale on eBay. And look, we've got some actual superheroes this time out, both human and mouse. So if you like comic books, stick around. We're going to have some fun. Hey there, Bubby. Welcome to Shanghala. My name is Duke. This is another grading video, so please do like, share, subscribe, do all the groovy things. We are looking at some Golden Age comic books. I am grading these for sale on eBay. The seller name is .com Comics. If you're interested in bidding, that's fine, but if you just want to, check and see what these end up going for, then that's some fun for you as well. A little extracurricular post-video fun. Usually these will end up listed within a week or two of when you see this video go up. So let's not waste any time. Like, share, subscribe if I didn't say that already. This is a pretty nice copy of Looney Tunes and MERRIE Melodies. And you can see they have finally got this right. You noticed in the last issue where they had the MERRIE Melodies on top. And so it kind of read MERRIE Melodies and Looney Tunes. And then they sort of separated them somewhat. So that cleared it up a little bit. But now they've really made it clear. And of course, by this time, the MERRIE Melodies faction was kind of fading away. The differences between the two divisions of the Warner Brothers cartoon studio, the Leon Schlesinger Productions, the differences were really fading away. And the differences were Looney Tunes was the first division, and that one was focused on different characters and recurring characters. The MERRIE Melodies was all kind of one-shot cartoons, one-offs, and the original reason was they were based on songs. The cartoons were based on songs, and it was a way of promoting the Warner Brothers music catalog. Largely so that people would hear the songs, want to get the sheet music. That was a thing people did back then. You'd go to the music store and you'd actually buy the sheet music so you could learn how to play the song, on your home piano or what have you. So you don't see many places selling sheet music these days. But anyway, that was the whole point and purpose of the MERRIE Melodies cartoons. And then over time, they kind of morphed into they were pretty much the same thing. Eventually, as you know, MERRIE Melodies kind of went away entirely, and now we just know it as Looney Tunes. So here's Poor Sick Bugs, and speaking of old things, depending on your age, do you even know what a hot water bottle is? Have you ever even seen one? This book's in pretty decent shape, though. It's pretty clean all the way around. We've got some stressing, but not a lot of actual tears. And the edges are pretty straight. Back cover's nice and white. We've got some more stressing, but again, not a lot of genuine tears. Inside pages, the paper quality is quite nice, considering this is what is it, 1948? So this is about a 70-year-old book? 48, 58, 70, 80, 90, 08, 18, yeah, it's 72 years. Sorry, I had to do that math on my fingers off to the side. So yeah, everything looks good. Want to find that centerfold, just make sure, yep, everything looks good there. Book looks complete. So I think I'm actually going to give this book a 5.5. 5.5 on that. Can't quite go to a 6 because there's just a little too much stressing and wrinkling that might not show up on the camera for you, but all right, the Marvel Family Fawcett book. This feels thin. It's got a definite spine roll. What do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, that would make it a 32-page book. And then with the covers 36, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wraps detached from the bottom staple. All right, I got to look up this book. Break out the phone here. We'll go to Marvel Family number 4 in the Grand Comic Database. I want to check how many pages this is supposed to have. All right, well, it is 36 pages, and so it does appear to be everything here, but it feels thin. Feels thin to me. It's got a massive spine roll, and those 6 pages detached. But there is some Golden Age 1946 Captain Marvel, Mary Marvel. Oh, look at that. Got a big old 4-inch rip to page 1. So I think we're going to end up calling this a 1/8. A 1/8. It's complete and everything is there, but it's kind of ugly. Ugly. Ugly fugly. Ugly fugly was a bear. Ugly fugly had no hair. All right. This one's looking a little better. Marvel Family, a little thicker too. Maybe coming out of the war, we got some of our pages back. This is 47. You want a BB gun? Try selling a BB gun in a comic book today. See what happens to you. Ooh, look at all the gemstones. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful. That's just beautiful. So, there's some Golden Age Captain Marvel for you. Captain Marvel and the Future Car. I don't know who these kids are. Pee Wee Pete. Your obligatory text pages. There's some Mary Marvel action. Mary Marvel, the world's mightiest girl, fights the Tornado Man. From the Mighty Heroes, Tornado Man, Chicken Man, Baby Man. You probably don't even know what I'm talking about. There's some Captain Marvel Jr. Freddie Freeman plays a part. I don't know if that's Mac Rayboy art or not. And then we've got some Captain Marvel in the front. All right, well, the book's complete. Everything's there. There's 0 cover gloss. A lot of kind of wrinkling and dimpling. Some soiling here on the clouds. But I think it's got that little bit of a spine roll, but I think we can give that a... What do you think? You want to go 4 or 3.5 on that? 4 or 3.5? I think we can go 4. I think we can do a 4.0 on that. Because there's just no tearing anyway. You get a little tiny tear there. But... and not a lot of ripping, just a lot of stressing. Actually, you get some wrinkling down here. Changed my mind, talked myself out of it. I'm going to go to a 3.5. 3.5 on that book. So that's a very good minus. Now, Magic Comics. This is David McKay Publications, King Features. So Magic Comics started out with Mandrake the Magician, but pretty quickly Dagwood took over the book. Even though Blondie was the titular star of that comic strip, at least in Magic, Dagwood had top billing. And this looks like there's 2 Dagwoods, but that's Baby Dumpling, or Alexander. By this point, he's grown up. So I'm guessing, is he hopping out of the bed? And he's taking a fly swatter to the paper airplane, but why is the paper airplane flying around? I have no idea what's supposed to be going on in this cover. It's literally a mystery to me. So the cover's attached. The Wizard's Tower. Watch your steb, for this is Feb. Sure, maybe I do have. What the hell is this? That's some weird ass crap right there. That's what that is. So these are, I think, a lot of comic strip reprints. Got Barney Baxter, Jan, Thimble Theater. So Thimble Theater was the strip that Popeye started out in. See, starring Popeye. Secret Agent X9. These are all comic strip reprints. She's hot. Sorry. Well, she is. There's Hopalong Cassidy. Ida Lupino. Heroes on Wings. Lone Ranger. Before the Clayton Moore movies, so he's wearing a red shirt rather than the blue. There's some Mandrake. High spots. But anyway, the book looks to be complete. Where was that centerfold? Yeah, right there. Boom. So one staple book. It's just barely hanging on. Our spine is rolling. So I think I'm going to call this one a 3.5 as well. Nah, maybe a 3.0 because we've got some heavy staining down here. But, I mean, the 3.0 usually is going to have a lot more damage than that. I'm going to go 3.5 on that. This book, on the other hand, Hoochie Mama. So you got that rip there, and that goes through, well, several pages anyway. Got some water staining, some water damage here. You got some schmeg on the cover, just some general soiling. Staple is rusted. You got that spine roll again. You got some mold on the back. That's bad mojo. The book does appear to be complete, though. Well, centerfold's detached. Let's see if it is the actual centerfold. Yeah, that's the actual centerfold, so that's good. Got definite water damage. I'm going to 0.5 on that one. No, actually, I'm going to go 1.0. No, I'm going to go 0.5, the mold. Boom. So that book, that's probably going to end up being like a $2 book. But, you know, I've told you before that, like, yeah, this is just my theory. I mean, I don't own or run the company or anything. This is just, you know, my theory on this. It's just me and you gabbing. But my theory is that even though the owners have kind of calculated that if we sell a book for less than $7 or a multi-book lot for less than $7, we're kind of losing money, you know, with all the cost of overhead and labor and acquisition of books. But even though I know some of these Golden Age books are going to sell for less than $7, like that Magic Comics we just saw, you know, at a 0.5, it's probably going to end up being a $3 or $4 book. It's worth it just to have it up on eBay so that the people who subscribe to you as a seller, who watch your listings regularly, and we post, you know, 100, 200, you know, books every day, just that they can see the variety and the types of books that you have access to, you know, just to be able to see that book actually for sale from us, even if it's low grade. I think that helps to sort of build your reputation a little bit so that people will, you know, they may not bid on that book, but they will continue to keep coming back and checking your listings. So that's my theory on that. Mighty Mouse. Here I come to save the day. Sorry, I had a little puberty moment right in the middle of that. My voice cracked. 1950, so this is pushing the bounds of Golden Age maybe. This feels thin. Let's count up our pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that our centerfold? Yep. It's a double stapled on the bottom. Oh no, never mind. Take that back. So it is a 36-page book. That seems about right. Good old Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse, Dinky Duck. Sourpuss. Gandy Goose. Some more Dinky Duck. Heckle and Jekyll. Oh no, I guess not. So I don't know if I mentioned it. I think this is number 16. Yeah, Mighty Mouse number 16. I think that's a little 1/2-inch bottom spine split. 1/2-inch top spine split. Fold there, but otherwise it's just general wear. Some chipping here in the back. Trying to decide if it should be a 3/5 or if I should go all the way down to a 3. I think I'm going to go to a 3. It was just a little cleaner, you know, but you've got some soiling here. Those whites aren't very white. A little soiling there. Yeah. All right, Mutt and Jeff, the Ham Fisher comic strip, which ran in DC Comics for a lot of years. A lot of years. Well nigh into the Silver Age. This is number 26, 1947. Cover detached from the top staple. We've got a good 4-inch top spine split there. The top third of the back cover is missing. Beyond that, though, the book seems complete. And so I think that's going to be an easy 1/5. You know, just you've got some soiling here. Boom. So it's a 1/5. It looks better than a 1/5, kind of, sort of. But it's got those nasty problems. National Comics. This is a quality comics book. Got some rust on the staples. Spine roll, chip there. A lot of wrinkling. And the barker was a carnival barker. He was not he didn't have like super barking powers. That's kind of weird. That story just kind of... It's page 2. So, oh, yeah. This book's incomplete. You got a couple pages torn out. You got 2 full pages torn out. So you're missing this is page 2. So you're missing the first page of this story. And then whatever else was there. So I'm going to end up giving this book a no grade, incomplete. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at it since you're here. We've got Quicksilver. Now, when DC brought back this character, you would know this fella here is Max Mercury, the mentor for Bart Allen Impulse. But because Marvel had claimed the Quicksilver name, since it was out of use for so many years, and they used it for Pietro Maximoff, when DC brought back this character, they had to come up with a different name, so they called him Max Mercury. Mercury. There's some little bit of racism there, if that's what you're into. What else we got going on here? Intellectual Amos. So I guess that's kind of like Encyclopedia Brown type of character. Who's this chick? Who's the chick? Sally O'Neill. Police chick. There's somebody who never got revived. Lassie. I think Lassie's supposed to be the girl, not the dog. This must predate the Lassie movies, huh? That's funny. That's funny. And so the Barker was, this carnival Barker and all his friends from the carnival, and they went around having wacky adventures as the circus traveled the country. You don't really have any traveling circuses anymore. There's Circus Smirkus up here in the Northeast, but it's just kids performing magic and acrobatics and stuff, not even heavy acrobatics. It's not really a traditional circus. So that's going to get a no grade. And also orange things. Some more Captain Tootsie. We talked about Captain Tootsie in some past issues. All right, Walter Lantz New Funnies with Andy Panda, Woody Woodpecker, Homer Pigeon. You don't see much of Homer Pigeon anymore. And Oswald the Rabbit. And Oswald the Rabbit, where did he start out? Was it the Warner Brothers Studios or the Disney Studios? I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. I'll pop it on the screen. But what happened is that when the animators left, they took the character with him, or was it the animators left and the studio kept the character? I forget which way it went. But then anyway, the character got assigned to Walter Lantz. So Walter Lantz did not create Oswald the Rabbit. And initially, Oswald the Rabbit was like all black. He didn't have this thumper look to him. He looked like Bosco or Mickey Mouse. He was all black and white. And as I recall, he had like square ears. So he changed a lot under Walter Lantz. This got some water damage, but the pages are nice. Nice-ish. Got some rust on those inside staples, but everything's there. You can see Woody is still fairly new at this point. He's not quite on model yet for what we recognize as Woody. $1948. This issue is. I think I'm going to give this a 3. You know, it's got some water damage and it's got some rust on staples. But do I need to go to a 2.5? I probably should. 2.5. I mean, it's not all ripped up. It looks good. But again, you know, in a case, it would look a lot better than once you pick it up, you're like, ooh, it's all wrinkled. It's wrinkled, and I don't like it. All right. Last book. It's a Ralph book. New Funnies 67. All right, so this is actually an earlier book before Walter Lantz got cover credit, even though it's his characters. Andy Panda is looking a lot different here. Peter Rabbit. There's Felix the Cat. There's Oswald. Again, different kind of an Oswald. He had kind of a constant evolution. And then Raggedy Ann and Andy is what they were pushing at this time. Using the egg beater. 1942. There's Andy Panda by Walter Lantz, although probably not. I bet you Walter Lantz didn't touch that page. Boom, boom. Got some Young Hawk. This looks like some kind of a comic strip reprint. Peter Rabbit. Billy and Bonnie B. Yeah, there's an early Woody. He's just making a cameo here. He hasn't even got to the point yet where he's even starring. There's Oswald. And there's some little black Sambo action there for you. That's too bad. Little 8-Ball. Oh my God. Oh, that's too bad. It really is. But you know, if you clean this up, really, just by recoloring, like dull down the black, and then just do the whole thing in kind of a, you know, colored like you might color Black Panther, or any other black character. Other than that, this works. There isn't really anything. I mean, he doesn't speak in any kind of pidgin English, you know. The story is just your basic fun comic story. I mean, really, if you made him white, if you took the black, did a photo negative of that, he almost kind of looks like Elmer. So, oh well. Here's some Three Pigs. Here's some Felix the Cat. Am I missing a page? How did I get from Felix to the pigs? Oh, I guess the pigs were part of the cat, and they also weren't pigs, they were dwarfs. More Peter Rabbit. There's Raggedy Ann and Andy. And then Andy Panda. All right, well, that's fun. So we got some heavy folding here, little tiny piece out there. Kind of heavy ripping around the staples. Got a 1/2-inch bottom spine split. Ralph, if I haven't mentioned that already. Boy, 12 full issues for only $1. Wow. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go 3 on that. I'm gonna give that a 3. Yep, that's definitely a 3. You tell me what you think in the comments down below. Do you agree with me? Do you think I'm stupid? It's not entirely out of the realm of possibility. But anyway, let's see. Who's going to help us say goodbye? Let's take, just because he's near at hand, let's us grab Pharaoh Lad. So, it's quite a decision, wasn't it? Pharaoh Lad with his twisted leg here. I don't know what happened to him. I got to get another Pharaoh Lad. But anyway, until the next video, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time out. Goodbye, good luck, and please be good to each other.